All right, this is the second episode of CoinTalk today. Me, your host, Candle. We got Crypto Jiggy here. He's been in the game for a long time. I'm going to have to ask you some crazy questions.
Let's go. I'm ready for it.
I'm just going to shoot for it like I shoot on every podcast so far.
Okay.
Can XRP reach $10,000?
That's your first question.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this question. Oh, man, you're really shooting it. Yeah, 100%. I do feel like it's going to reach $10,000, but it's not going to happen like next year. I do feel that the foundation needs to be set in place right now in order for that to happen. But I think in about 5 to 10 years, we're going to see a $10,000 XRP, 100% for sure.
All right. So you said the next 5 years we could see a 10,000?
5 to 10 years. 5 to 10 years. There might be a couple speed bumps, but I think we're headed towards the right direction, especially with Ripple beating the SEC case. Good things happen slowly. Look what happened to Bitcoin. You know what I mean? It's going to be the same with XRP. The utility is very strong, especially in today's world. But how do you feel about XRP reaching $10,000?
Yeah, I'm very strongly I believe XRP could hit $10,000, and I don't think it's going to take, I think it could happen possibly by 2030. That's the
so 5 years.
4 years. I believe XRP could hit $10,000 in the next 4 years, around like 2030, just off of what XRP is trying to do. Look at everything that XRP is going live on right now.
Yeah,
XRP going live on Solana.
Yes,
incredible. Look at how XRP is moving. Look at what they're building towards. Look at their goals. How they're trying to replace the SWIFT banking system. How they're trying to be the leader when it comes to the global financial system. Yeah. XRP has massive goals, and if they complete those goals,
absolutely,
right, which they can in the next 4 years,
yep,
we could definitely see XRP go to $10,000. And I know some people say, what about XRP going to $10? I want people to understand, right? XRP it's not going to just creep up to 10. It's going to shoot to 100. It's going to shoot to 200.
So you think it's going to shoot rapidly? It's just going to come out of...
Yeah, it's going to be something... XRP going to $10,000 is going to happen overnight. It's not going to... Yeah, it's going to be a way different movement than Bitcoin. Remember, people are, have to be convinced to buy Bitcoin, right? The conversation has to happen where it's like, what is Bitcoin designed to do? What are we taking over gold? What is Bitcoin trying to do? Where XRP is going to be used the same way the SWIFT banking system is going to be used.
I agree. It has a stronger utility. What do you think's holding it back right now, this year, 2026, from reaching the numbers it needs to be?
I think the war between the United States and Iran is what's kind of holding it back, but it's holding the entire market back right now.
Yeah.
Right. I think once that war ends, we can start seeing the market breathe a little bit, and we could start seeing XRP rise to those numbers we know it can definitely go to.
I agree 100%.
Now I got my second question real quick. If you only had $1,000 to invest into crypto, which coins would you buy?
All right, so I love this question, but I think people make it too complicated, okay? And I love buying things at a discount. So I'm just going to choose two coins that you literally just talked about. I will put 500 in XRP, and I will put 500 in Solana.
So just 500 XRP, yes. 500 in Solana.
I like to simplify things, especially with just $1,000. $1,000 isn't a lot nowadays, but if I were to have just $1,000, that's exactly where I put it, especially after the integration. It's going to be so strong. They're a powerhouse together. And Brad Garlinghouse and Solana combining together. I mean, Solana's already talking about trying to take over Ethereum. And Brad Garlinghouse's goal is to take over. They have the same goal, and they're going to accomplish it. I truly believe that.
To take over Ethereum.
100%.
To replace it in a sense of it being the second largest crypto in the entire world.
Yes, as far as ranking, yes.
Do you know, I think it was back in 2017, XRP actually was the second largest crypto right behind Bitcoin.
It was.
It actually replaced Ethereum, and then Ethereum basically replaced XRP.
Absolutely.
But Now, that actually kind of goes with the next question I was going to ask you.
Well, hold on. Before we ask that, I'm sorry. What would you do with $1,000? Which ones would you pick? If you had $1,000, which cryptocurrencies would you get?
I'm gonna stay with what I said last time. I'm gonna go 500 XRP. I'm gonna go $250 in LCX, $250 into HBAR.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hyper bullish on LCX and HBAR as well. You know what I mean? But that's if I had to split $1,000, that's where I'm splitting it in those 3 coins alone. That's it.
Interesting.
I mean, you could definitely go Solana. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I want to go into Solana is very retail focused, and I want to go into something that is building more towards the bank's big money. And HBAR, LCX, and XRP. That's exactly what they're doing. So,
yeah, I agree.
Now my next question.
Yes, sir.
Can XRP replace Bitcoin?
I love this question because I think about it a lot. I think about how you even get Bitcoin. Do you know how Bitcoin and how you get it?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. It's just like this big puzzle and you get rewarded with it. It has no utility. But with that being said, still, I just saw an interview with Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple. And it's almost like he just wants to pay homage to Bitcoin. He doesn't even want to replace it. He wants to replace Ethereum. He wants to be the number 2 cryptocurrency in the world. He never said number 1.
Who?
Brad Garlinghouse. He had an interview. And he said he wants to flip Ethereum, which is number 2. So if he believes in that, I can only imagine I feel like if he's trying to just go there, then that's where I stand. I don't think it will replace it. I think crypto is going to pay homage to where it started, which is Bitcoin.
So you don't think XRP is going to replace Bitcoin?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's strong. I don't think it's going to replace it. I think too many countries are building reserves on Bitcoin right now that is so strong. But I believe that XRP is going to be silver compared to gold when it comes to cryptocurrency.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I'm going to disagree.
Okay.
I do disagree with you. I do believe XRP can replace Bitcoin.
Okay, why is that?
I just be simply off of the utility alone and the goal.
This is true.
Right?
Yeah.
Why are people buying Bitcoin? Because it was designed to be basically, a safe asset like gold. Like, there's only, 21 million Bitcoins in the entire world.
Yeah. Right.
There's a cap to the asset.
Yes.
Right. Now, when it comes to XRP is not going off that. It's technology that can be used by the banks. It's real utility. Bitcoin is slow, old
it really
tech.
Is. Yes.
You know what I mean? Where XRP is building something new for banks to use. The Swift Bank system right now is old technology. XRP is going to replace it. Therefore, if all the money is flowing on XRP, right? If all the banks, all the money in the entire world is flowing through XRP, right, and people are using it to make transactions, that's gonna basically it's gonna be number 1 at that point, replacing Bitcoin. So I would say this. I would say XRP will be gold, Bitcoin will be silver.
Oof. Okay.
Ethereum will be copper. That's where I
still strongly believe in Ethereum.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think Ethereum's going to 0. I don't strongly believe in Ethereum at all. Okay. I think it's a dead.
So if Ethereum was out of the picture, because I agree with you, what do you think would be copper?
Truly, I think it would be HBAR.
All right. I love HBAR, by the way.
Yeah.
I love that you picked in your top 3.
Yeah, I would have to go. I think by 2030 we'll see XRP as number 1. Bitcoin as number 2, and I think HBAR could be number 3.
That's a very interesting.
And the thing with HBAR is the reason why I love HBAR is because every single cryptocurrency uses blockchain technology.
Yes.
The only currency, right, out of every crypto coin that uses another tech is HBAR, which is hash graph technology. That is the only coin that's basically separate. It's separate from everything in the space, right? So it's kind of like that oddball out. And the tech is actually, when you really look into the hash graph technology, right, it actually is way more efficient than blockchain. It has his pros and cons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it is more efficient than blockchain technology.
Do you feel that HBAR, in a sense, when you define cryptocurrency, it's true to it? Because I feel like blockchain is so transparent, where HBAR, it being not using blockchain technology, Hashgraph, it communicates differently.
It does communicate differently, and blockchain is more, I would say, decentralized, right? Where Hashgraph is more centralized. And the more centralized it is, it's going to get picked up by the banks. That's why you saw the Swift banking system running tests with HBAR versus other coins.
The ISO 222 also looked into integrating with HBAR. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on this. I'm not sure if it happened yet, but they were in the talks.
Well, it's just a standard. So it's basically just a standard. But I mean, just the fact that the Swift banking system was running tests with HBAR tells you exactly, what big money thinks, right? That's what people need to understand. Is big money is excited about HBAR. Big money is excited about Hashgraph technology.
Okay,
that's why I would have to say, XRP, gold, Bitcoin, silver, HBAR, copper. That's where I'm going.
Okay.
Now
I respect that.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, all right, now real quick, what's your Bitcoin price prediction for 2030? Because we got, like you said, we got to show love to to Bitcoin. So what's your Bitcoin price prediction for 2030?
Okay, so me, again, going back to your question before, if it's going to if XRP is going to replace Bitcoin, I do think price wise Bitcoin is going to be number one. So I do feel like by 2030 it's going to reach over $1 million. And XRP has the potential to reach $10,000 next 4 to 10 years. Remember, 5 to 10 years, it might happen, but Bitcoin needs to be that price point in order for everything else to follow suit.
Yeah. Now, all right, hold real quick. So let me ask you, so do you believe, right, XRP could hit 10,000 by 2030?
There's a lot of potential. I don't want to rebound what I said. I said 5 to 10 years. I did my math wrong. For some reason, I still think we're still in 2025. But 2030 seems to be a huge year, especially on social media. A lot of people are talking about 2030, which means right now is the funky times, but it's a good time to position yourself in the right place. So, there's a lot of potential for crypto to blow the F up on 2030 for sure.
All right, but hold on. So but do you believe so XRP has the potential to reach $10,000 by 2030?
I'm gonna say yes, it has potential.
All right. So what's your price prediction for Bitcoin by 2030?
I said over $1 million.
Over $1 million.
Yes.
All right. Now, if XRP is sitting at $10,000 by 2030 and Bitcoin is sitting at $1 million, XRP is number one at that point.
But yes, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. By market cap, right?
Yeah, by market cap alone. I mean, dude,
I tend to forget about that for some reason. I'm always looking at the price point, but that's just my mind and ADHD. But you're absolutely right. By market cap, XRP definitely can replace Bitcoin for sure.
In 2030.
In 2030.
If I mean, at the end of the day, we're talking ifs, maybes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We're anything can happen by 2030.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But Eric Trump, a lot of people are tweeting about 2030. If you're really paying attention to social media right now, 2030 seems to be this glowing date, this glowing year. Something spectacular is going to happen during that year.
I think Kathy Woods did give her price prediction for Bitcoin on 2030, and it was sitting at, I think she said Bitcoin could reach 1.5 million by 2030.
Brian Armstrong said the same thing.
I mean, everyone's bullish.
Yeah.
Everyone's bullish on, Bitcoin, hitting $1 million by 2030. But we have to see. We don't know where this market is going. We don't know if this war between Iran is still going on by that time.
Do you think the elites around the world right now are utilizing this to their advantage to manipulate the markets?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. The markets are definitely manipulated right now. Look at the oil prices. You know what I mean? When you look at the oil price and, when it comes to, we had a conversation with Iran. Iran blocks the Strait of Hormuz, right? Oil prices start to rise.
Yep.
Trump knows that, right? So they go, hey guys, look, they're going to block the Strait of Hormuz. I need you guys to put them longs in on them oil.
Yeah.
On oil, right? It's going to go up. Boom. Right? Oil
Insider
goes up.
trading.
They make money behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Then what happens is Trump comes out and says, hey, guys, look, there's going to be a ceasefire. We had the conversation with Iran. They agreed to open the Strait of Hormuz, which is complete lies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oil prices tank.
Yep.
But before he goes out and talks, he's talking to everyone behind the scenes. Guys, listen, I'm about to come out and say, hold on. I'm about to come out and say that, we're going to do a ceasefire. Oil prices tank. And now all his people behind the scenes make money. This is what's happening behind the scenes. The market's manipulated.
Have you seen the poly markets and the guys? Like, I want to know who the guy in the room that you're speaking of, where Trump is announcing these things. I want to personally know who the guy is that's betting on poly market, making a big bag. Like, he put in, there's this guy, a brand new wallet that went on Polymarket. I think he put $30,000 right before Iran got hit with missiles. And he made over $500,000.
It's rigged.
Yeah.
It's rigged. Yeah. I mean, it's the entire market is rigged. We know this. The entire market is manipulated. There is a ton of inside trading going on right now. I mean, this is why it makes the market so hard to trade in a sense. But if you can kind of read between the lines and see how Trump is kind of manipulating the market, how he comes out and says one thing and it's another behind the scenes. Like, everyone thought in the beginning that the United States was winning this war, but against Iran. Yeah. And when you really start digging deep, you're going, they're not winning this war. Iran is definitely kicking our ass. Right? That's when it came out to the information came out where it was like, we're bombing the shit out of Iran. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we're spending, one missile from the United States is worth about $1 million. Yes. Versus the, one missile from Iran, which is 30,000. Yes. Right. That's a massive difference. Yes. So we're just burning through money while Iran is just sitting there using old missiles that are worth $30,000. So they're not even like going in debt fighting us. We're basically burning through all our money trying to, and then there was a point in time where we were bombing paintings. Did you see that? Yes. That Iran was drawing like jet paintings on the floor. Yep. And the United States drones were just bombing paintings. Yes. That's crazy speculation. We don't know if it's true. No, that is true. That's verified.
Well, it was paintings, and allegedly China sent inflatables.
That verified.
Verified, right?
Yeah, it's verified.
So inflatables of tanks and aircraft were getting bombed. So basically, you're telling me that Iran had a bounce house party and we just been spending billions of dollars bombing bounce houses in Iran.
100%.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's absolutely crazy.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But that's, it doesn't matter how much money you have. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we learned that when it came to the Vietnam War, right? Yes. We went over there. We came over there with M16s, all this crazy equipment, technology, and we got smoked by people in the jungle with sticks. Yeah. So, in tunnels and traps, you know what I mean?
Oh, the booby traps.
Yeah. So we got smoked by them and we lost that war. So what do you think is going to happen now?
Yeah.
But with that being said, let me bring it back to crypto.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to play a little bit of a crypto game with you real quick where I'm going to shoot some coins at you. Okay. And I want you to just tell me if it's going to make you rich, extremely rich, or poor.
Okay, rich, extremely rich, or poor. Okay.
All right, so Ethereum.
Poor.
That's crazy. Cardano.
Poor.
Wow. Hype.
Rich.
Nice. XRP.
Extremely rich.
Bitcoin.
Rich.
Okay. Solana.
Rich.
Tau.
Extremely rich.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Tau. Pump. Poor.
But poor?
I think so, yeah.
Really?
I think it's just...
Pump.fun?
I think it's trending.
But that's where all the retail, that's where everyone is building their meme coins on.
I think there will be another program built right now that's gonna like.
But Pump is literally, I would classify it as a gambling, the number one gambling coin in the entire ecosystem right now. You think the number one gambling coin would make you poor? People love gambling.
Right now, all right, so right now it's gonna get to a cap because they're too... Pump went out of commission for a while. We don't know what's going to happen. And I think there's going to be another platform, just like when it comes to betting, there's FanDuel, there's DraftKings. There's going to be another one that is going to kick Pump out.
But the thing is...
Pump is the OG.
But Pump.fun gives power to retail.
It does.
Right? It gives power to the small person where they're able to, get in there, create a meme coin and make money. So it gives power to the small person who wants to make money.
I agree with you.
I think that's big. I think
it's huge. I think it's important. If you look back at the GameStop movement, like Pump is basically the Reddit of cryptocurrency. I just feel like there's going to be another platform that's going to be better.
Could be. It's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible. They're definitely.
Let me take that one back. I'll just say rich, just for now.
No.
All right.
Leave it as poor. I mean, at this point.
All right, it's poor.
All right, all right. So go ahead. Now it's my turn. I got to play this crypto game too.
Can I say something though?
Go ahead.
If you're using Pump in the wrong ways, it was gonna make you poor. With that being said, if you're using Pump.fun to trade and leverage trade and you're not good at it, it's going to make you poor because it's gambling. Unless you create the meme coins and you have a good narrative.
But hold on, but people love to gamble, right?
They do.
And as long as people have an addiction to gambling,
yes,
Pump is going to continuously make money.
Pump is the casino. You're right. Gee, I hate when you're right, but you're right.
I just got to be devil's advocate here.
So am I going to ask the questions to you now?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I want to play the game. Go ahead.
You want to play the game? All right. Bitcoin.
Poor.
Really?
Extremely poor.
Really?
I think Bitcoin's going to zero.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Solana.
Rich.
Okay. Ethereum.
Poor.
Okay, we agree there.
Yeah,
okay.
I agree.
Hype.
Rich.
Okay. XRP.
Extremely rich.
LCX.
Extremely rich. That was a good one.
Cardano.
Extremely poor.
Yes.
Extremely poor.
I think Cardano's the CEO Charles Hoskinson, he's too emotional.
I agree, and I think he does a lot of talking and doesn't do a lot of building.
Yeah.
I don't think Charles Hopkins, I can't even say his last name. Hopkinson, whatever. I used to be bullish on Cardano,
Same.
But the way I see him run it, the way I see him just talk about it, and there's not a lot of action behind what he says.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, I don't see Cardano ever going anywhere or going any places. So I would say Cardano's going to zero as well. I think in the next bull cycle, we're going to see Cardano go to zero. We're going to see a lot of those old coins from past cycles kind of go to zero. And we're going to see new bigger altcoins kind of like, show in the spotlight.
Yeah. When do you think the next bull cycle is going to be?
2030. I'll say that, right?
Bing, bing, bing.
So with, how do you feel? And I know we said this before, but how do you feel about XRP officially being live on Solana now?
I think it is amazing. I think it's a powerhouse move. I think them two together is a dynamic duo. I think Brad Garlinghouse stepping outside. I mean, there's been a lot of rumors until it happened, but I think both of them run very fast and cost efficient. It makes sense.
Yes.
And Solana's ecosystem is amazing. Again, Pump.fun uses it. Just imagine the XRP community going in and start doing that too. It's just going to be immaculate. I think it's going to build the foundation to get XRP to be number one.
I agree. Now, and I think it makes a strong case for XRP reaching $10,000.
Absolutely.
Like people have to understand where like that XRP going live on Solana is massive for XRP reaching 10K.
Yes.
For the simple fact where XRP brings real community, big investors with big money,
Yes.
right? These are the type of people that invest into XRP.
Yes.
Solana is the trenches. A lot of retail is over there.
Yes.
Right? A lot of people trading meme coins daily.
Yes.
Now, what happens when these two communities collide? Where now you have these small retail traders now buying these XRP meme coins, because that's what's going to happen on Phantom. Now that XRP is live on Phantom, you're going to be able to trade XRP meme coins on Phantom. Now there's going to be a whole meme coin ecosystem, which there already is on XRP, but now it's going to be refined on Solana. So I think XRP going live on Solana makes a strong case for XRP reaching 10K. Now you got all the retail trading XRP meme coins, right? Now you have the big money, excited about retail, more retail traders getting in. Now you have, it's just it's basically a snowball effect.
100%.
So
here's what's interesting.
Go ahead.
To follow up with XRP and the Solana integration. Did you know that you can actually trade XRP on WhatsApp now?
Yes,
and
you can.
If you go into the rabbit hole, and via Solana, by the way, Solana made that happen.
But you see how it's all the doors that Solana's opening up now for XRP, right? So that's big, what you just said. XRP now being tradable on WhatsApp. Another strong case for XRP hitting a $10,000. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion on what I think. I know it's a crazy opinion. I know I might be the only crazy person thinking this, saying this, but I truly believe that, XRP's price can reach that price point one day.
It's going to go over eventually, but let's dig deep, right? WhatsApp. Why do people use WhatsApp? They communicate with people overseas if you live in the States. I talk to my family from Thailand all the time on WhatsApp. It's the source. And what's the purpose of XRP? Utility is going to be cross-border payments. So if I have my cousin that's not doing well in Thailand, right, and I try to send him money through a wire, it's going to get caught up. It's happened to me multiple times. This is why I hate banks. I try to send money. Then this bank is like, well, we never seen you send this amount of money before. It gets held up. And I'm waiting about a week for my cousin who really needs the money to get that money. Now, are there other solutions? Yeah, but banking, like if I have a bank, you would want it to wire smoothly, right? With XRP being tradable on WhatsApp, it just takes seconds.
Well, the reason why I think XRP being tradable on WhatsApp is massive and what people have to understand is that XRP is going to take over the global financial system. WhatsApp is a global network that allows people globally to interact with each other, right? So everything that XRP is trying to do has to do with global, the entire world. How do we include the entire world when it comes to using XRP?
100%. I don't think a lot of people know what's really going on right now and how big this can be. The foundation that's being set for XRP to reach $10,000, like you said.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm putting, just look at the way XRP is moving, right?
Yes.
They don't move in a way where they're trying to just, talk to people over here. They're trying to talk to everyone. It's a global thing, right? Now, my next thing is now, Brad Garlinghouse coming out and saying XRP will be quantum resistant by 2028.
Yes.
That's massive. Why? Yes. What do you think about that?
All right. So going back to XRP reaching $10,000 by 2030, correct?
Yes.
What needs to happen for that to happen? Okay. The foundation is being set right now. So XRP collaborating with Solana integration, amazing. Now WhatsApp, things are happening slowly. Why is it taking it might be even sooner than 2028. Quantum is like this virus that no one talks about. It can completely damage everything. It needs to be quantum resistant for it to excel and reach $10,000.
Exactly.
So I feel like it may or may not be 2028. It might be sooner because if you're announcing things, everybody buys the rumor and sells the news. And that's what's really annoying. But in this instance, I think that Brad Garlinghouse is doing whatever it takes to make sure that this asset, which I think XRP, and I believe is a true asset, is going to reach $10,000 because it needs to be protected in all aspects. All aspects. And being quantum resistant, is going to be a massive move.
I agree. I think Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, hear me? XRP being quantum resistant by 2028 is another strong case for it hitting $10,000 in 2030.
Yes.
Right? Simply off the fact, people have to understand why being quantum resistant is important, right? Quantum poses the biggest threat to crypto in general.
Yes.
Right. It's going to allow people to basically hack the entire blockchain. It's going to allow people to basically hack wallets. It could destroy crypto. So for crypto to be quantum resistant, that's a big move. And XRP doing that by 2028 is going to be the reason why it hits $10,000 by 2030. Now, real quick, is Bitcoin going to be quantum resistant? No. Is Ethereum going to be quantum resistant? No. Is, HBAR going to be quantum resistant by 2028? No. This is why I keep saying XRP is going to be number one. Right, because it's building that infrastructure, like you said, to be placed and replace the Swift banking system. You can't replace the Swift banking system if you're not quantum resistant. No one's going to say, "Hey, we're going to use XRP to take over the global financial system," and then quantum's around the corner and it's going like, yeah, we're just going to destroy that, right? No, we're going to make sure that XRP is quantum resistant. We're going to make sure we fix all the bugs, we fix everything before we place it as number one. That's what they're doing.
I agree with you.
Now, my next question is a fun question.
Okay.
What's the number one thing you can't stand about XRP holders?
Oh man, oh my gosh. The most annoying thing about XRP holders is that some of them are very emotional. Some of them have very short-term goals when it comes to XRP. I got into XRP during COVID. I got it at 20 cents.
Wow.
So like I was already educated, but now it seems like XRP became a trend and people just want fast money. So they don't understand volatility and the true movement. Like XRP holders can get, very emotional. They can cry about the dips and all that stuff. If you just took that emotion, put it aside and think logically, buy the dips. Buy the dips. No one makes money when things are up in the green candles. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You gotta buy it when it's red. When it's red, it makes bread. It's just common sense. Look at what's going on right now with the volatility and all the news and stuff. Who do you think is scooping up everything right now? The elites. If you do not have an elite mindset, you are not going to win at this game. If you're too emotional, you're not going to win. Not just with XRP holders, with anybody that holds crypto in general. This is not for the weak.
Yeah, I agree. Now, I'll go over the number one thing I can't stand about XRP holders, right? And it's because they don't understand why they hold XRP. They don't understand what XRP is trying to accomplish. They don't understand XRP's goal. So they get unhappy about the price action. Why is it not going up? Why, bro, this shit's still stuck at $1.30. It's like, brother, relax. Do you even understand what XRP is trying to accomplish now, right? It's still one of the largest cryptos in the entire world, right? Have patience. XRP is not the only thing that's down right now. Bitcoin's down. Ethereum doesn't even move. You know what I mean? There has to be patience when it comes to XRP, but there also has to be understanding. And that's the number one thing I can't stand about XRP holders. They don't understand what XRP is trying to do.
Well, like I said before, I think everybody thought it was a trend. XRP flows nicely off the lips and the tongue, you know what I mean? They're like, XRP, yeah, you hold it, but you don't even know what it does. I think it's just a trend, but the people that have been holding XRP when in the beginning knows the utility, the purpose, and you're absolutely right. Not a lot of people that hold XRP actually know what the utility is.
Exactly. And that bothers me. Right?
Yeah, I get it.
Or they don't understand how massive the utility is, right? So when we say XRP could reach $10,000, they don't understand that.
No, they don't.
You know what I mean? They don't understand that. Like, how does that make sense? I don't understand the goal of XRP. How does it? It's like, brother, it's going to take over their entire global financial system. And if it does that, and all the money in the world is flowing through it, what price do you think it's going to be at? It's going to be at $1? No, this is why it's important to buy in at these prices right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm buying XRP at $1.30.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
As this war continues, I keep buying XRP because I know where it's going to go. I'm patient with XRP, right? What was it? You know, like you said, what was it, 2020? We saw XRP at 20 cents.
Yes.
It's at $1.32.
Yes.
Now I got a fun fact for you. This is actually kind of goes against XRP holders. This is actually a fun fact though. All right.
Okay.
Do you know over 50% of XRP holders are in the negative right now? They're not in profit.
Yes.
They're down. Over 50% of XRP holders are bag holders.
I didn't know that, but it makes a lot of sense because a lot of retail makes the mistake of buying into the hype, and you're already too late when you buy into the hype.
Yes, I agree. A lot of people bought XRP to $2-3.
Yeah.
Right. So, but then also too, it's like they also got access to the information late.
Yes.
That's another thing too. It's like you got to remember, when did you hear about XRP, or when did you decide to buy XRP? Right? Because some people saw XRP when it was at 20 cents, and then they decide to buy it when it was at $3.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, why do you wait to buy? Why do you have to see XRP reach new all-time highs and go green? You know, and like, why does that make you buy versus when it's down like this?
And again, it goes with the elite mindset. Elite mindset knows that you have to start getting things at a cheaper cost. Like when you're short term in your mindset, you're never gonna win. You're never gonna win. And
I agree.
It's just sad, but you know, unfortunately, the majority of the world thinks that way. They just want fast money.
100%. Now, you know, steering away from crypto a little bit.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the Apple CEO Tim Cook stepping down?
I think, all right, this is my personal opinion. I like it, and he's stepping down, but he's there for guidance. I think he's passing on the baton because look at what happened with Steve Jobs. You know what I mean? He was going gung-ho on it until he had health issues. Tim Cook is probably at the age right now where he wants to allow the baton to be passed before his time is up. Maybe he's going through, I don't know, but maybe there's something deeper that we don't know, but at least he's still there for guidance.
Okay. I would say, you know, when you look at Tim Cook stepping down, right? Tim Cook?
Yes.
I want to make sure I got the name right. All right. So Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, steps down. Do you know the price of how much Apple was worth when he got in office?
It was billions, right?
Yeah. So all right. So he's stepping down, right? The CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, is stepping down. When he got in and became the CEO of Apple, Apple was worth $350 billion. And now that he's stepping away, it's worth $4 trillion. Look at the growth that Apple had, you know, with Tim Cook being CEO.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So without him being CEO, are we going to see Apple continue to rise? That's the big question. And two, I go more into a conspiracy theory land where I'm like, why did you really step down? Right?
Yeah.
Why is it? You know what I mean? Do you know something that we don't know? Right? Is it the war between Iran that scares you? Right? Are you trying to prep for something else? Because people don't know this, but there is a ton of billionaires right now building bunkers in Hawaii.
Yes.
Right?
It's true.
Mark Zuckerberg is one of them.
Yeah.
Right?
New Zealand as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right? And these are not cheap. These are over $300 million bunkers.
Yeah.
Right? And if you're going to invest $300 million into a bunker, you have to know something. Something's happening.
This is true.
Right? And remember what company, right, these people run. Right? At the end of the day, Apple is a data company. They got access to all the data. Yeah. Same way as Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, right? They have access to all the data. So for them to know something isn't really a far-fetched. They know something.
Well, remember when Iran sent a threat saying that they're gonna attack California? And they were specifically targeting data companies like Apple, Google.
Yeah.
So it does make sense. I don't think you're wrong, but I also think theoretically, like you tell me this all the time because I'm older. Like, oh, you're always thinking like an old man. You know what I mean? I think in the tech world, you have to start doing what's trending now. So I think he's passing a baton to somebody that's more open-minded, and he's just there as guidance.
Agree.
So I think with him being gone, I think it's going to go even more trillions, because you have to go with what's going. You have to be a creator in a sense and create the trends. You know what I mean?
100%. Now, real quick, I want to kind of go a little bit more back to crypto, just real quick. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard this, but it was said that the Iran was accepting Bitcoin to pass the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
Right, and everyone was saying that was verified information, but come to find out, that's actually not verified. It's
Really?
It's verified that Iran is accepting crypto.
Okay.
But it's not verified that Iran is accepting Bitcoin.
Interesting.
And I want to make that clear, right? So Iran is accepting crypto to pass the Strait of Hormuz. It's just not accepting Bitcoin. So what cryptocurrency you think Iran is accepting?
All right. This is going to be a 2-answer question, okay? So I remember this article, and they were either accepting crypto or the Chinese yuan, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's so everyone obviously knows my answer is going to be XRP because of cross-border payments, 100%, right?
Okay.
But here's a plot twist. China might create a stable coin.
I agree. I think
China might create a stable coin. And if that happens, that might be, would everybody want to do that? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Let me tell you what I think Iran is accepting to pass the Strait of Hormuz. I don't think it's Bitcoin. I don't think it's XRP. Wow. I love XRP. Yeah. I don't think it's XRP. I think it's Monero. Ooh. It's Zcash or Monero. Why? They're privacy tokens. Now, the reason why I think it's Monero over Zcash is because Monero is truly decentralized.
Yes.
Right? There's no option to hide transactions.
Yes.
Every transaction on Monero is hidden. You can't see. Yeah. On Zcash, it gives you an option to hide or reveal your transactions.
Yes.
Now, is that true decentralization? No. So in my opinion, I personally think Iran is taking Monero.
Which makes sense, because if Iran is funding the majority of the terrorist organizations, you don't want to see that money being sent.
100%.
I'm pretty sure they're using it right now.
Agreed.
Because if they're funding Hezbollah in Lebanon, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're all integrated together. How is the money being sent? Right?
Yeah.
So it might be in effect right now.
It definitely is in effect right now.
That's a great perspective.
But no one can detect that. They can't see if they're taking Monero. They can't see. You can't verify the transactions on there that are being made. You can't see from who, from where, nothing.
That completely went over me. It makes a lot of sense.
Now, as we get close to the end, I want to say this as I would say probably last question.
Okay.
Right? Do you think a 95% crypto crash is around the corner?
Oof. All right. So this is a really good question, because yes, I've been saying this for a very long time. We are due for one. Absolutely. But with Trump in office, he just wants to squeeze everything that he can. So we're going to see a lot of volatility. So it's iffy. But if it were to happen,
mm-hmm.
I'm thinking November. I don't know if he's going to win midterms. I think it's going to be so volatile right now. He's going to squeeze everything that he can. Like even if you look at the exchange that they made, World Liberty Fi, do you see what they did?
No,
their family isn't even on the website anymore. They pulled really? Some bread out.
Really? I didn't know that.
Like, there was one of the largest holders said it was a whole scam. So I don't know. They might be using crypto to liquidate and do whatever it takes. I mean, he's going through health problems. You know what I mean? But with that being said, going back to the 95% crash.
So the question was, let me answer the question, because you went on.
I'm sorry. Tangent. I just went through a little rabbit hole, which I do sometimes. You went through a whole
tangent. Do you think a 95% crypto crash is around the corner?
Yes. before the end of the year.
Wow. And where do you think we could see Bitcoin's price at if a 95% crash happens? Bitcoin, XRP, Solana. Where do you think we're going to see those prices after a 95% crash?
Great question. So we're going to see a major reset in Bitcoin. We're going to see Bitcoin at, I think, $10,000, $10,000 to $20,000. So we're going to see XRP as low as, 10 to 15 cents. Again, we're going to see Solana in this low, probably $20, $30, which sounds crazy. But people can't afford a lot of things right now. If you're holding your bags right now, this is the time to ape, because a crash is good. This might be the last time you can even get into crypto.
Okay, because you think the relief rally after this crash is going to be massive.
It's going to be massive. People, think about it. People can't even trust the US dollar anymore.
Yeah.
So where are they going to go to? But what do you think about the 95% crash?
Okay, so for me, I do think the entire crypto market is going to crash over 95%.
When?
Soon, right? And now I'm going to go into a tangent and then we'll go back to the question real quick.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So the reason why, right, is because I don't know if you know this, but what was it? Ex-CIA Larry Johnson right, exposed that Trump was actually going to use nuclear bombs on Iran Saturday. Right? Now, I think if nobody wants Trump to use nuclear weapons on Iran, and if Trump does that, we can see the market nuke to 95%. Completely. We could see the market nuke that same day. Right? Like nothing is positive.
Yeah.
If Trump drops a nuke, right, on Iran, the entire crypto market is going down 95%. We're going to see Bitcoin's price as low as $5,000. We're going to see Solana somewhere around maybe $2 or $3. We're going to see XRP's price maybe under 5 cents.
Wow.
Yes, we're going to see a massive, massive correction. But I do think the relief rally after that is going to be massive. I do think that is going to be the last opportunity to buy up as much XRP, Bitcoin, Solana as you possibly can. And if you don't take advantage at that moment, you're going to miss out forever when it comes to crypto at that point.
I feel like we're on the same page when it comes to this.
Yeah, we're on that. Yeah, we're definitely on the same page. But to wrap it up, is there any last words that you have to say to everyone watching?
Listen, I don't know which camera. This is the guy that basically changed my life into crypto. You know what I mean? So it's an honor to be here and being able to be in this space. I retired from barbering from cryptocurrency. So if it wasn't for Candle here, I'm glad to have this information and go into these conversations that I have on a daily basis. So I just want to publicly thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here. And I know that for a fact that if you continue to watch, follow, subscribe, you're going to get the information, and don't fall off of crypto. This is going to be the future, and your opportunity is basically when we said the rally, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people are going to get frustrated because you bought it at high prices. Don't fall into the hype. Do your research now and get into it while you can, because it's all about community, right? So that's all I really have to say. I think we're on the right track right now. What do you have to say?
No, I'd say appreciate to everybody watching. Definitely go follow Crypto Jiggy on all platforms. Instagram, YouTube.
Not yet. But
you gotta get that YouTube.
I know.
Go follow Crypto Jiggy on Instagram. He makes amazing content. You also make content about the war,
yes,
crypto, everything that's going on. Definitely go follow this man and stay tuned for episode 3. Peace.